A great game in its entirety. He has 2 big plays that we've documented. He's become our poster spokesman, as it were, here.
He has. I'm going to get that done, though. Can I slap you? Would you mind? Tavernari can't get it to drop. Rebound to Brown. Here comes Wyoming. Platt running. They had numbers 3-on-2. There's Ewing. And a block. Oh, they don't like that here in the Marriott Center. Balderson called with the block.
Watch Balderson lean to his right just a little bit to get the body of Ewing. He gets his feet set. Watch him move just to the right. He's moving just as Ewing goes up. That's a good call by the official.
And that's 5 on Jimmy Balderson. He'll take it to the bench.
I'm assuming that that's going to mean Kumard coming into the game. And for whatever reason, number 30 has not had the flow of the game at all. This is going to be a bit of a loss for BYU, and number 30 has to get his game going as Ewing has the opportunity now to cut the lead to 7.
Well, Kumard had the flow against UNLV. He led BYU with 18 points. That was a career high. But his quote in the paper after the game, he said, "We played like girls."
I did see that. Politically incorrect, absolutely. Yeah. Now with 4:52 remaining in this score, do you see Plaisted coming in the game soon? I'm genuinely surprised that he's still on the bench. He doesn't have any foul trouble. And even though he's not shooting well, he's still a big body.
All right, only 2 for the sophomore. Tide has turned a little bit now. 9-point lead, make it 8 as Brandon Ewing hits his first 3 throw. Gets a pat on the back from Eric Platt. So Ewing now, a quick, quiet 7 points in the second half, 14 his total. Ewing now 6 of 9 from the free throw line, and there you called it. Here comes Big 44 back into the ballgame.
It seemed that there was a certain point there, about 4 times down, that Darren Brown had every rebound, whether offensive or defensive.
So there goes Ainge working on Jones. Ainge gave him a little flipper, but it's Jones who will be called for the foul.
Jones collides with him first. And Jones is sharp. He's a sharp guy. Then he backs up when the forearm comes out, but by that time he leaned on him all the way down. Watch just before the forearm comes out and watch Jones leaning on him. Right there he leans on him. Now he does a little bit of a drama moving off, but before that, that's when the official called the foul. Ainge clearly not superstitious wearing number 13. I see that more and more in football too. Remember, a number of quarterbacks wore 13, and now you see a number of guards wearing 13 as well.
Well, 13 worked for him there.
I think Wilt Chamberlain was the first one to wear it.
5 now for Ainge. There's Jones with a look. Ainge in his face. He'll take it right to the hole in a charge. Back-to-back fouls on Brad Jones. He has 3 now.
Placed it, saw it coming a long way off. There he is sitting. He's set. And the elbow comes in, and that's the call.
Wyoming will press. BYU will break it rather. Keena Young up top to Kumard. Plaisted still in the game, down working underneath on Brown.
And I'm thinking at this point they got to be looking to get the ball to Keena Young. He's got a mismatch now with Spencer on it. And immediately they go to the double team, which gives Ainge the opportunity for the open 3. Drills it.
Austin Ainge now with 8.
None bigger than those 3.
Ainge's second 3-pointer on the night, foul coming up though.
But he comes down and what happens is exactly what you pointed out at the top of the show. He has to play better defense. I mean, Jones went by him like he was standing still, got to move his feet. Are you surprised here at this point that BYU doesn't go back to the zone? It seemed like it was so effective there for about 5 minutes there earlier in the second half.
Absolutely. There's Jones hits. What you talk about the defense and the struggles for BYU. Wink Adams of UNLV scored 27.
Yeah, he lit up whoever they put on him.
It was a BYU team that shot 38% in the second half. Wendell White had a big night too for the Runnin' Rebels. What you talk about these teams, whoever you want to throw out there, you just think competition in each game, each night is going to be a battle, just as this one has been here in the Marriott. So Austin Ainge, a bad night in Vegas, and hoping what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Stomping when you're born and raised in Compton. He is our tough shed, tough man of the game.
Not only that, 4 for 5 from the free throw line after you completely disparaged his style. But on both ends of the floor, he has been dominant. Interesting to note with the 15 rebounds, usually you see guys get double-digit rebounds. It's usually like 1 and 9, you know, 1 offensive, 9 defensive, or even 0 and 10. In his case, 7 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds. He's been a force on both ends of the floor.
And I'm telling you, after watching him shoot those free throws on Saturday, the most impressive number up there is 4 of 5 from the stripe. At the stripe now, the leading scorer of the game with 27, Keena Young, who's been 90% tonight, 9 of 10, make it 10 of 11.
How many fouls does Lee Kamard have?
And the second one drops. Everything dropping for Keena Young tonight. 29 now.
Here's what Coach Steve McLean was screaming about. The clock was already running and the ball had not been touched. And so what they're going to do is they're going to put on another 4 or 5 seconds back on the clock. But I tell you what, under the dictionary of animated, I'm guessing McLean's picture might be there. Every call, boy, I tell you, he's been all over that. He doesn't miss a trick.
Brandon Ewing buys a couple of seconds. 3:45, and well, there the clock finally starts. Big payback there for the 29 points for Keena Young.
Now they go to the zone.
Career high.
Now they
go back to that zone. There you go. Out to Platt. Platt had a look, pumps, and then dumps.
Nice
2 points
touch.
for Platt. Very nice.
Good soft shot.
10-point lead, 3:25 to go. Kamard back to Keena Young. And here's Austin Ainge. They take it across the timeline. Down near 3 minutes to go in this one at the Marriott Center.
This is always interesting to see what the offense opts to do if they're going to take time off the clock or continue to attack the basket that has made them successful up to this point.
Speaking of attacking the basket, Keena Young's been doing it all night, but that one won't fall for him. He'll stay at 29 points. 7 rebounds for Young. Here comes Brad Jones, easy to the hole. Blocked, but got some of the body. Sending Brad Jones down to the floor, and then they'll send him to the stripe. Foul on Young.
There are a lot of times where you'll see a block shot and a guy go to the floor and they won't call the foul. It's all ball except for the body. Now watch, there's a block, but he clobbers it.